Hello, welcome back, Squids, or Inklings, and Octolings. Well, last time, I forgot what palette. We did Maurice palette last time, which was the sniper. And I lost. Unfortunate. I like this art. Steven is currently ordering food, so we might be a bit dead for like a minute. Yeah, we were gonna do something, and there's other stuff I wanted to mention. Happy Halloween to you, I guess. Spooky Splatoon. How do you draw? I don't know who that is, but I'll give it a like anyway.
02. From Darling in the Franxx. Okay, what the hell is this?
The octopus. You know, we've been in Inktopolis Square a lot. Let's switch it up to Plaza.
What the fuck?
What?
Both of them?
Both of what?
Both Burger King said no.
Damn. Happy Octopus Day, 10/8. 10/8. How is October 8th? Oh, wait. Oct and an 8. Because they have 8 legs and Hellfish is racist. Do you guys get the...
Yeah.
Get the...
I got it.
Yeah. Anyway, let's show the water sector. So yeah.
It's way too fucking expensive, especially for my blood.
Yeah, we did Marie's last time and it didn't go well. So I'm gonna try Marina's and see how that goes. Should be fun. And if you guys are enjoying the Splatoon 3 side order Let's Play gameplay walkthrough commentary, make sure to like this video and subscribe, because it really helps out with us. We're getting close to our subscriber goal of 150.
We have a goal?
And once we reach that goal, we're gonna log ourselves going to Build-A-Bear.
What?
I don't know. I'm joking, by the way.
I hope so.
Okay. Double umbrella cooldown right off the bat. Thank you.
Guess I'll go with this instead.
See it? Ugh. I forgot it's not continuous first. Thank you, Fishy, for helping me, I guess. Go away. Okay, we have cleared floor 1. If you guys are enjoying this and are thankful that we cleared floor 1, be sure to leave a like on the video. And be sure to subscribe. I should stop.
Yeah, you definitely should.
Yeah. But leave a comment saying what's your favorite Splatoon palette. What's your favorite palette from Side Order. And I don't know. I'd say, I was gonna say, make sure it's not a bad one, but we literally only cleared it with, like, bad ones.
The ones that just are terrible PvP
Yeah.
somehow managed to carry.
Octavio was a splat lane, which I don't like. That was the first we beat it with. Big Man was a bucket.
Honestly, Octavio might have been the easiest run.
Yeah. Big Man was a bucket, and we lost, and we won. Sheldon was a brush, because of course he was. And we won. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. Shit.
Is it just me or is like, you know how the payrolls are meant to be like the swords and so are like that?
Yeah.
Those like chainsaw swords.
Yeah.
The brushes kind of feel like
they're called
the katana of this game. By that I mean the choice for the weeb.
Yeah. Those things are actually called splatonas. And spoiler, but that is going to be an upcoming palette. But specifically, it's fries.
Yeah, okay.
Main firing speed, yes.
Yeah, that seems different. Let's hope that they accepted this time.
On October 14th, they're gonna release the first Family Guy exclusive event because it's totally an original concept. I'm willing to bet money that it's just a normal length episode. They're just giving it special advertising.
I'm gonna give it like I'm gonna be brutally honest here. I fully expect them to rip off Treehouse of Horror.
Really?
Like an anthology.
Yeah. That's your guess?
Yeah.
It's Halloween, so it's a Halloween special, so
it's either that or they're gonna do like one of those episodes where they quite literally just, you know, like the Star Wars ones, where they just play out a movie with the characters making wisecracks to the whole thing.
Because they can't.
You know, kind of like what Simpsons did with that one It parody with Krusty.
Yeah. Speaking of which, The Simpsons ended.
I love how the way to
Just
stop
kidding.
it.
Well, season 36 premiered, and it ended.
I love how the premiere was basically them acknowledging there is never going to be a fucking satisfying way to end this series, god damn it.
I know.
To the point where they ended off with, you can't stop The Simpsons. But essentially saying, this series is just gonna go on forever, even after the actors die.
Yeah. Unless the Simpsons actors are just secretly immortal.
Like, unironically, no, there have been multiple actors who have already died.
I know.
Like, unironically, I legitimately think that they're already, like, choosing their successors. Yeah. I do not believe for even a second that, like, the Simpsons won't just swap out voice actors after some die. Like, they were okay retiring characters when it came to, like...
side characters?
Yeah, like, Krabappel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the second, like, an actual major, like, main character's voice actor dies, especially if it's, like, one of the kids...
Yeah.
Then there's only one of two ways they can go. They'll start either recasting, or that's the moment that the show actually ends.
They can't. They gotta reach season 100. Family Guy skipping out this fall and is being held off until spring. For some reason.
Probably the same reason South Park's avoiding November.
No. Apart from those two specials on Hulu, they said it's because they want to experiment.
No, let's be honest here. They just don't want to have to give up Garrison.
Yeah.
I
meant Family Guy.
Oh, okay. But yeah, no, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
South Park legitimately, like, the creators were basically traumatized at the whole having to give up, like, one of their major side characters just for this shit. Then they realize that they never want to touch the elections ever again.
What do you mean best run was 4-9? Oh wait, we suck at this game.
Me, yeah.
And also another reason giving for the absence is Paramount's merger with Skydance. It's creating a bunch of logistical issues. Well, what do you mean? Family Guy always wants to be topical. And now they can't. Well, they never can. You know what I mean. Ugh.
Shows being topical were a lot more like common in the past when news basically lasted months on end.
Yeah.
Nowadays things go so fast. A meme that started this week will probably end by like 2 weeks from now.
It will be referenced by Family Guy in 3 years.
Yeah. Like, how much do you want to bet that like they'll reference Hawk Tua in like 2 years, even though the joke is basically already dead after the whole Talk Tua thing.
2 years is being too generous. I'll give it 3.
Fair enough.
Maybe 4.
Like the second people saw that the Hawk Tour girl had like the third most popular like podcast, everyone realized, okay, the joke is done. There's no reason why this bitch should be this popular.
Yeah. Okay.
To be fair though, probably still a better podcast than like the alt-right bullshit, you know, like Joe Rogan.
Joe Mama.
And before anyone says that Joe Rogan isn't alt-right, let's be brutally honest here. The man is a conservative.
Anyways.
And I'm sorry to tell you this, guys, but to be conservative at this point in time is basically to be in a death cult. You're either part of the problem or just actively trying to ignore the problem.
Don't worry, that's easy. Okay. So, as I was saying, before we get to the whole Persona Arcana shit, another update. I played more XCOM 1.
How's your game going?
Well, I managed to figure out where Xalt's located.
Where was it?
And it makes perfect sense. It was in Brazil.
Yeah, that checks out.
So, I had to go to Brazil to get rid of it, and I destroyed it. I lost 2 soldiers that day. But thankfully none of them were my best soldier. I shot down the Overseer UFO, which is part of the story. I unlocked psionics.
There's two disc pieces right here.
Yeah, I see that. Alright.
Yeah, that's fine. Use your special.
Good. And I've run. I shot down the Overseer, I unlocked psionics. Unfortunately, my very best soldier I was talking about is not psychic.
What it does mean is that you won't have to sacrifice them.
Yeah. So instead...
Wait, who is your best soldier?
A friend of mine.
Fair enough.
But instead, the best psychic turned out to be Mitsuru Kirijo from Persona 3.
Okay, that actually checks out.
Because, yes, I customized fictional characters in there, too.
If there's any character who should be a psionic, badass, it should be a Persona character since their entire shtick is psionics.
Yeah.
It's either that or Earthbound. Speaking of Earthbound, I don't know. I saw like 2 videos by this guy called. Well, his name is Charlie, but his channel's called Charging or something like that. Funny videos, actually. I highly recommend the two videos.
Yeah.
You covered Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings. By the way, this is the only guy who's ever talked about Earthbound Beginnings that actually went into what the fucking plot was. So, I now know what it's about.
Yeah. Anyway.
Like, unironically, every time I've ever seen someone talk about this game, all they've talked about was like, oh, it's not as good as Earthbound, and that's about it. Like, they'll just say that it's like a worse version of Earthbound, and they won't go into any specifics about what the fuck the story was.
So, I unlocked the final mission in XCOM. Again, I want to stress, I'm playing on Iron Man mode. I got all my best soldiers with me. I got Mitsuru with me, the Psychic. I went there. I was doing well at first. Mitsuru got shot and fucking died.
I can't believe it.
But it gave me a prompt to restart the mission.
I think which mission are we talking about now right now?
The final mission.
Yeah, that checks out. I think quite literally, if your psychic dies, there's like no shot you can win.
If the volunteer dies, you have to restart the mission, not the whole game. That would be terrible. So I restarted the mission, and honestly, my second run was a lot more humiliating. All of my soldiers died one by one, ending with the volunteer.
If they'd actually won, it'd at least been a Pyrrhic victory, but no, it's just failure.
And the worst part, like, I got to the final room and I had 4 soldiers left. One of them triggered a psionic bomb and it killed one of them instantly at like full health. And then one of my others was mind controlled. And then instead of like just relinquishing control, he just fucking died.
That's XCOM.
Yeah. And then at some point I was ready to hit a 90-something% shot, and I remember what game this was, and you can tell what happened.
Just keep quoting the one meme of "That's XCOM, baby," because seriously, it's just what happened.
Yeah. And then the volunteer died. The last of my soldiers would die one at a time, and I was very humiliated. I just stopped for that night and just didn't try it again until the next day.
I don't blame you.
The next day,
if I got stomped that hard, I'd also just like say, "Fuck it, I'm not playing for now."
The next day, the game glitched and no enemies spawned in. And normally that would mean, easy victory. No, it checks to make sure you have to kill a certain amount of enemies before you can even progress past a certain point. So I was literally soft locked. So I had to use my own soldiers' explosives to kill the volunteer so I could restart the mission.
What one?
Sure. Water. So like, I had to use my soldiers' explosives to kill the volunteer off. Mm-hmm. But I was out of explosives by the time that she was ready to die. So I just had the volunteer kill himself with the psychic move.
The psychic bomb?
Yeah. And then my 4th run began. I got to the end. My very best soldier was somehow mind controlled, even though he should have an ability to like. No, wait, no, it wasn't him. It was someone else. He was mind controlled, and so I used the double shot ability to shoot like the head alien, the head elder, whatever you call it, and was down to 1 health. I had 1 soldier left to move with actions, and I had a 99% shot to hit, and then I had to remind myself what game that was. So I used a psychic bomb, and that killed the head elder. Which means that's right, I won. XCOM won. Somehow. Yeah, I don't know how I pulled that off either.
I'm just gonna call it RNG.
Yeah. Yes. But yeah, I have successfully beaten XCOM 1. I can't wait to lose. Again.
This was Iron Man, right?
Yeah, this was Iron Man.
Yeah, okay.
First time beating it on Iron Man, though, to be fair, I played on easy difficulty. Because I was more easy too. So, I think I'm just the best. I think I'm the best XCOM player than the man. I'm joking. I'm not. Oh yeah, also last time I mentioned, I volunteered Jonathan to become a mech.
Yeah?
He died.
No jumping.
Right. He died. So I had to give his mech suit to another mech soldier I had.
Mm-hmm.
It was Markiplier.
Oh, this is Markiplier.
Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier. And I also had a third mech soldier, and it was Luigi.
Man, what Luigi do to you?
Be green. Both of them died on the same mission. Oh, that was mechs.
To be fair, I wouldn't want anyone to be a mech.
And only one other country withdrew from the project. And that was South Africa.
Okay, but let's be honest here. Of course, South Africa would be in favor of a totalitarian world government.
My base was in Africa, though.
I mean, that just means that you didn't have to worry about losing out on a special ability.
Yeah.
Because it automatically came with it.
I know each starting location gives a unique benefit, which adds to the replay factor.
Yeah, but the whole thing is that you can unlock those unique benefits when you get the entirety of an area on your side.
Mm. I did get that. I had silence on every country except for the ones I withdrew, which is South Africa in that case, Germany, and also Russia.
You ever notice how these are all countries with histories of totalitarian governments? I wonder. What if it's a sign that we should keep our eyes a little bit more on Germany?
This is why we'll put our starting location in Europe. What's up with Germany, though?
That's a joke, of course.
I know.
Germany dislikes the Reich so much that they literally ban all mentions of any form of this imagery.
But Russia?
No, Russia is still very much a totalitarian government. I am not shocked that Putin would side with them.
They withdrew. They were the first to back down, even.
Yeah. They gave Putin a good deal.
I think I beat the game by November, and you start in March, I think.
Piece of news. From what I've heard, basically the Russians are not happy at all with what's going on.
Yes, they should.
Yeah, so there's some speculation that it might go into civil war soon.
Russia civil war?
Yeah.
Awesome. Fish. Damn it. So yeah. This is a warning. Jonathan's joining the mech suit again.
2 doesn't have mech suits.
I meant what? Okay, then I'll transfer his consciousness into, like, one of those robot soldiers.
Fair enough.
I know you can't do that, but, like, you can make a robot and save it. 1. Anyway, on to what we said we would do. Persona Arcana.
Yeah, let me go look them up.
Oh, by JohnRayTensei.fandom.com/Arcana, I think. We're gonna see which one's the best, middest, and worstest.
Word of warning for anyone who like gets offended by this.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I do not have much knowledge of 3, because not only did I only ever play it like back during the PS3, but quite literally I never even finished it. I just could not get past the whole no controlling party members thing. Okay, so the Full Arcana sees the investigation team or Igor.
Okay, let's analyze these one by one. So C's.
Let's be honest here, investigation team is the best one. Yeah. Only just because they had like their moments of like increase either revolved around actually getting closer to figuring out who the killer is, or just hanging out as a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
So you actually felt like your bond was getting closer. Yeah. I'm not gonna say anything about C's, but the worst is definitely Igor's.
Yeah, he's just there.
Like, the game literally just tells you, oh, you're getting closer to him, and at no point do I ever feel like I'm actually getting closer to him. The only time I do feel like I'm getting closer to him is when he reveals himself to be Yaldabaoth, because he's like, oh, so you're just outright going ahead and like confirming to me, you're not even Igor.
I'm not doing that challenge. Don't use your main weapon.
Fuck that.
Okay. I think next is Magician.
Technically the next one is yes, because the actual next one would be Jester, and that's only Adachi.
Yeah.
Which
by default means Adachi is the best.
By default, it means he's technically the best, but he's also the worst.
Yeah.
Which is fitting for Adachi, the man so like obsessed with like society and how it's treated him that everyone just labels him the Joker.
That's what he is.
Okay. Almost keeping on my feet. Now is the Magician.
So 3, it was the guy that wants to fuck his teacher. 4, it was Yosuke, and 5, it was Morgana. Okay, so now you are right that Kenji is like the 3, but you're forgetting that Junpei is also the Magician for Katone. Who?
Persona 3 Femc.
Who?
Junpei.
Who?
Okay.
Do you not get the joke? The joke is Femc doesn't exist.
Fine, well, let's ignore the Femc because...
Okay, fine, okay. I'll count Femc, I guess.
I'm just bringing it up because they're on the list, technically. Okay, so this one technically has 4 options. Between Kenji or... actually, let's make a quick decision. Whenever it comes to, like the 3 characters, we'll decide which 3 character we'll judge. So we're gonna quickly decide who's more intriguing to talk about, Junpei or Kenji right now.
Junpei, because Kenji.
Okay, so we're ignoring Kenji from now on.
I'm close to maxing him out, but man, his story is just... I don't care for it.
Okay, so in your opinion, Junpei, Yosuke, or Morgana?
Junpei, he's the man.
I'll have to give it to Junpei because at least he's upfront about how he gets jealous. By that I mean it doesn't take him 8 social links to bring up how he's clearly jealous. Junpei kind of just comes up, just admits it like as a main part of the story. But also, he's not homophobic.
Oh, also a weird complaint I have towards Reload. Sometimes, this might just be a me thing, but sometimes the textures look a bit...
Or if he is, I don't remember.
He's not. Sometimes the textures do look a bit off to me. But the game is made with a different engine than 5 was.
Yeah.
Like, 5 used
this used the engine that they used for the dancing games.
5 used hardware, which they use in the dancing game. 3 Reload uses Unreal Engine. Specifically Unreal Engine 4.
Yeah.
Which also known as the Fortnite engine.
It was,
Morgana is a cat, and that's all I have to say about it.
Morgana's the worst.
He's automatically makes him the worst social link. I mean,
not only is it
worst magician social link, I meant.
Not only is he, like, the worst because he's like, the fucking will never shut up about, like, going to sleep and shit like that. But he's also the worst because he's an automatic story one. Okay. And those generally kind of just suck.
To be fair, they toned down the sleeping thing in Royal. Yeah,
they toned it down in Royal, but as someone who's not played Royal and his only experience is vanilla, fuck Morgana.
Meow.
And Yosuke gets mid on the basis that, like, look, I like him, but the homophobia is kind of hard to ignore. Like, man legitimately treats kanji like shit.
If they remade Persona 4, they should put the Yosuke romance route back in. That's my thoughts.
I'm split. On the one hand, it'd be good to put it back in, but on the other hand, I kind of don't want to give Yui Yosuke shippers anything. At all.
Not even funny.
Like, legitimately, they might be the most annoying shippers of the bunch. Anyway. Like, in their eyes, Narukami is entirely gay, and that's it. It's weird.
Nah, don't fuck anything that moves.
Like, the way they treat him, like, they literally get mad when you ship him with any of the girls.
Anyways.
At least that's my experience with them. It could be just that I'm encountering some, like, really aggressive shippers.
And if they do recast them because they don't, like, force them to, again.
Yeah.
I hope it's the same voice as the Persona 3 protagonist from Reload, because that was the case with the original voice actors.
Okay. So,
what's next?
Technically the Counselor.
That's Maruki and Royal.
Again, this is a case where he's automatically the best and the worst. He's the best because he genuinely cares about everybody, but he's the worst because, well, have you seen his actions?
I love his character. I can't say too much without diving into spoilers.
All I could say is he's not a good person. Like, technically.
Moving on.
Like, he wants the best for people, but the road to hell is paved with good intentions, is what I'm trying to say here. The Priestess. Fuka, Yukiko, and Makoto. Makoto's the worst.
I know.
Not because of Makoto herself, but rather because her social link isn't Makoto's social link. And it's kind of the running joke here. Her social link is to her associate, Aiko. Not even friend, associate!
Boing.
Like, I get it, they basically already decided from the very beginning that Makoto's the canonical love interest here. But come on, guys, at least give us some actual social link here.
And then Yoshizawa happened.
Yeah. Like, it kind of made her even more redundant because, yeah, Yoshizawa's basically the actual love interest now.
Yeah.
Like, they outright, like, advertised Makoto as, like, the legitimate love interest to the point where they gave her the codename of Queen. Like, come on, guys, you weren't subtle about it. And then you basically backtrack, not only because you didn't want to actually give her any characterization outside of the main story, but then there's the fact that you literally decided to say, fuck it, let's give another, like, social girl to be the main love interest, kind of like what happened with Marie.
Yeah. Yukiko is funny.
Yukiko is a great character.
And that's the full sentence.
Yeah, that's really it. Like, she's a good, fun character. She has a lot of great moments in, like, the actual, like, writing.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm sorry. Her main story can basically be summed up to, I don't want to run the end. Oh, never mind. I actually do.
Because then I can invite Narukami in and have a free fuck session. I mean, wait, what?
It's either that or Chie.
Or both.
It's probably both. But, like,
at once.
Yeah. To be fair, let's be honest here. If there was any case for an actual throuple among this group, it probably would be those three. Like, there's enough hints at the idea that Chie legitimately has feelings for Narukami even outside of the social link. And there are way too many hints at the idea that Yukiko and Chie have a thing.
Yeah. Chie's voice actress, the current one, said she played Chie as if she had a massive crush on Yukiko.
Yeah, I do see that.
Yeah. Fuka, she's the only priestess I haven't matched yet, but that's because I'm still working on it. I like Fuka.
Fuka's being carried for me since I don't really or know much about like the social link.
It's about her cooking because she's a terrible cook.
Okay, so I'm gonna be upfront now because that joke got played out so much in all of them. Like, all I can say to this is she's being hard carried right now by the. Is that the Grim Reaper?
Yeah. Lemons.
Basically, her voice actress is fun.
Yeah.
I'm taking a grab my food.
Oh god. Mother Fuker. The ring. Eat umbrella, bastards. Done. Wait, what about the machine? Man, I'm so good at this game. Stop listening to it. Yeah. More pearls, why not? And one of these. Wow. So overpowered. Pretty normal, I guess. I was gonna say I remembered. There's actually scenes in like Persona 3 and 5 dancings that show that Futaba and Fuka somehow befriend each other through the Wi-Fi of the Velvet Room.
That checks out. That's actually pretty sweet.
Yeah. And because in Futaba's, I did Futaba's event, and like she encounters someone with the code name Lucia or Juno, like, which is Futa's persona.
Yep.
And I think something similar. I wouldn't be surprised if something similar happens in Fuka's social events in 3 dancing, but I haven't seen those yet.
Again, these were meant to be one game, so probably.
They take place at the same time, but anyway, yeah. Priestess Yukiko. HK. Worst Makoto. Because I didn't...
It's not even her social link.
I didn't care for it, even though I matched it.
Like, I like Makoto. She's actually a really cool character when you ignore the whole social link thing.
Yeah. She can kick me in the stomach. I mean, wait, what?
And then there's the sheer hilarity of telling Nijima, like her older sister, the sheer amount of times you've railed her younger sister.
Perfect. What do you mean stronger gelatins?
That's not even a joke, by the way. Like, that's one of my favorite like running jokes. Like, the idea that like Nijima is like standing there in like the interview, and Ren's just going on and on about how much he's fucked her sister.
Yeah. Now here's one of the Fuka.
That's like.
Lemons. You know, the protagonist streams Persona 3 Reload, and every time he does with a different voice actor.
Yeah, we brought this up before.
Yeah, first it was Junpei, then it was Fuka, and then it was Aigis, and most recently he did it with Shinjiro and Ken at the same time.
I'm guessing that was for that part of the story?
Yeah.
Okay. Next is the Empress.
The Empress. So,
Mitsudo, Margaret, and Haru. Margaret's the worst.
Yeah, because her social link is just literally, don't get this persona from me, blah 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 blah. I did.
To be fair, she kisses you, which is like, man, you automatically came in horny for him, didn't you?
I did max it, but only in my second playthrough, because I've noticed whenever I play Persona for the second time, that's always, oh, now I know what the hell I'm doing. I'm supposed to do in this game. Except Free Reload, I actually know what the hell I'm kind of supposed to be doing in this game.
To be fair, they kind of expect you to be doing it on your second playthrough.
Yeah.
Like taking advantage of the fucking compendium.
Except my second playthrough was on a different platform. First playthrough was Vita, and then I threw that out, so my second playthrough was on Xbox when that came out.
Yeah.
But somehow I was able to max out all social stats and like half the social links.
To be fair, like I mentioned, like the only thing is about that is that you're kind of meant to either have a guide or already be in like your second playthrough, like experimenting.
When I go on PC, I'll do like a standard, maxed out all my social stats run, and then speed run New Game Plus and do like every social link.
So I'm just gonna cut the bullshit. Haru's the best one.
Yeah.
Like I heavily undersold her at times, but like legitimately, Haru's a really good character. It's just a shame that all of her characterizations in the social link, which is why it's like hard. She's the best one. Literally, her characterization is being carried by this social link. You kind of have to give it to her.
My sister hates Haru for like no reason, and I tell her, well, it's because her social link starts really late in the game. You need like a really high max stat to even unlock it, and she's like, no, shut up, she just sucks. And I just think that's her in denial.
She might just not like the flute.
She thinks she's too innocent and annoying. And I'm like, did we play the same game?
To be fair, the innocence is kind of the joke, if you think about it.
Yeah.
She's innocent, and yet she's walking around with an axe and a fucking grenade launcher.
I have not started Mitsuru Social Link because you need...
Like, quite literally, her entire shtick is that she's meant to be keeping up like a certain like persona on the basis that she's literally meant to keep herself from like doing anything bad towards her dad's reputation.
Yeah.
But like those weaponry choices and how she acts in like with the team basically show that that's all bullshit.
Yeah.
So your sister quite literally basically looked at her and didn't look past anything other than surface level, really.
Yeah, I'm gonna force her to do Haru Social Link. Cause I did it on my second playthrough and I maxed it out. And then cheated on her. Because Yoshi's all my beloved. Mitsuru I have not started at all because you need match knowledge into it, and
You're still not there, yeah?
I'm not there, but I'm pretty close. It's like the one social set I haven't matched yet.
Yeah.
And there's only 3 instead of 5, which I find weird. Anyway...
To my acknowledgement of Mitsuru, it's...
She can step on me, I mean...
Like, the thing is, Mitsuru, like, gets quite a bit of time to, like, shine outside of her social link. Like, she's literally the main leader, essentially.
Yeah.
Even though you're labeled leader, she's the actual leader.
Yeah.
So like I said, she's a great character, but her social link is basically just a beta of Haru's. That's technically a joke, but not really. And let's be honest here, they kind of knocked it out of the park with Haru. Since everyone loves her, even though she's a character added so late into the party in the game, that she doesn't even get to do anything in the main story.
That's where the spin-offs come in. That actually give her screen time.
Yeah.
I believe next is Emperor.
Yeah, it's Emperor.
So
it's
student council guy.
Yeah, he's the Adagiri.
Kanji, and by default, he's the best one.
Yeah.
End of discussion.
I'm sorry, but I love Yusuke, but Kanji's the best.
Yeah.
And student council guy's the worst.
He's just there.
He's there is legitimately the kind of thing. Because let's be honest here, Kanji is fucking goated.
It's Kanji, no question. Let's move on to the next.
And Yusuke, well, Yusuke's just funny. Like, he's just a fun guy to be around.
Yeah. There's no need to discuss this. Mm-hmm. Let's move on to the next one.
The Hierophant.
The Hierophant. So
Bunkichi and Mitsuko.
The old people.
Dojima and Sojiro.
Sojiro. Because he's Brojiro.
Now, there's an actual discussion to be made here. The old couple are the worst. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I have no. The thing is, Dojima and Sakura and Sojiro are like legitimately some of the best characters in this franchise.
You're shitting me. Okay, let's do this.
Good luck!
Relax, I'm good at this game. Unlike you.
Yeah. Anyways, if I have to actually say which one I prefer the most, I can't really. I think this is a tie between the two, in my opinion. Like, I love both of these guys too much. Like,
yeah.
Legitimately, I think the only thing that I can give, like, but like, Sojiro's a better father, but Dojima's like entire like backstory is way more compelling. Because like, yeah, Sojiro's backstory is also compelling, but let's be honest here, he's a bit player in his own backstory. Like, his backstory is more about, like, Wakaba and, fucking Shido than it is about him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Dojima's backstory is entirely about him. Like, his backstory is literally about the death of his wife, the mother of his kid, and how, quite literally, thanks to that, he has no real way to like, actually communicate or even, like, just relate to fucking Nanako. Meanwhile, Sojiro, like, he's just an all-around better father figure than, like, Dojima.
Yeah.
He legitimately cares about Futaba in ways that, like, if it weren't for the fact that it's blatantly obvious that from just genetics alone that he is not her father, you'd assume that he was.
Okay.
By the way, going back to Gen X, there's an actual high chance that her dad's actually Shido, which is wild to think about.
I know. Anyway,
I say that because she has more than a few similarities to Akechi, like appearance-wise. It's weird. Someone had broke it down a while back.
Yeah.
The next one is Apostle.
Huh?
Zenkichi Hasegawa, the
cop from Strikers.
Yeah.
He's awesome, but he's not a social link, so he doesn't count.
Yeah, that's...
You haven't...
Let's just say this. He's probably the most beloved of the new... of, like, the extra fan of Thebes.
Yeah.
Like, every time I hear about the guy, everyone just loves talking about how he's so cool.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And that's all you need to know about him.
Play Persona 5 Strikers, kids.
I probably should, actually. I haven't.
Yeah.
I have it and Tactica.
Tactica sucks ass. No, okay, no it doesn't, but like...
Like, I have it, Tactica, and Roll. I basically have most of the spin-offs. I just don't play them.
Okay,
I need to get around to playing them.
Strikers is very good. It's pretty much Persona 5 2. And you guys can't tell me otherwise.
No, like, quite literally, anytime I see a fan art of anything other than Royal at this point, it's Strikers.
Yeah. Tactica...
Like, to the point where one of the most notable, like, pieces of dojins I've seen in the last while from, like, Persona 5 standpoint literally takes place during Tactica, and you could tell by the fact that the phone is there.
Tactica? Or Strikers?
I mean Strikers, fuck.
Tactica, I am one of the few Persona fans that actually hate Tactica to the end. It's okay. Honestly.
By the way, if there's any way to show the lasting appeal between Persona 5 and 4 fans, the vast majority of Persona 4 fans have beaten all of their spin-offs. The exception being Q2.
Because that's a 3DS game.
That, and realistically speaking, it's actually a Persona 5 spin-off. Meanwhile, most Persona 5 fans haven't even touched any spin-off other than Strikers.
The Strikers is just 5-2. Tactica, I'll give my honest thoughts real quick. I like Tactics games, like X-Strom.
I can't tell if it's because of the fact that they got released too early, like too close to each other or anything like that, or if it's just the fact that the lasting appeal of the Persona 4 cast is just generally higher. It took a long time before people turned around on Yosuke and stuff like that. But I see people legitimately hating Makoto, and it has, and she had like nothing to do with that.
Yeah, my biggest complaint about Tactica is that just kind of drags on and on. I can only play those X-Strom-like games in one sitting for like so long before my head starts. I start to get a headache.
And if you're gonna be doing that, you're probably gonna do XCOM instead.
Yeah. Stay tuned for Unlimited Buddies Plays XCOM.
You know, an actual attempt.
An actual attempt coming probably after Left 4 Dead.
Okay, so next is The Lovers.
Yukari, end of discussion.
The options are Yukari, Rise, and An.
Rise is a simp, and I like An, but she was my first romance option ever, so I do really like An, but I did go on a whole rant defending Yukari. But I said before, I want to make a whole Persona character tier list.
I'm gonna be honest here.
I said before, I want to make a whole Persona character tier list video with you. So
when I really think about it,
I'll wait. Okay.
I might have to go with An being the best, actually. With Rise being mid and Yukari being worse, because I don't have any knowledge of Yukari.
She's cute.
That's not enough. All three of these girls are cute.
I like her character.
I like all of them too. It's just legitimately.
You said you don't like Yukari.
The reason I don't like Yukari is because of voice acting. That's different.
It's the same as Kawakami in the original.
The thing is, Kawakami's actually fits her.
So you're saying you'd rather get groomed?
As a 24-year-old man, absolutely.
Speaking of groom, anyway, moving on. Yeah, Rise. No, Rise is worse because I think she's annoying at times, but I do like her.
Like, I like Rise, but I'm gonna be honest here. my appreciation of Rise as a character does not come from her social link. Or even her appearance in Persona 4 at all. My appreciation for Rise as a character comes from all the spin-offs. Because the spin-offs actually went out of their way to do stuff with her.
Yeah.
Like, she's instrumental for dancing, and in the arena games, she like, essentially finds the motivation to actually fight to the point where she becomes an actual, like, fighter.
I'll do all the spin-offs after I'm done with 3. Like, 4 arena,
like,
then Ultimax, then dancing, then 3 dancing, and then Q and Q2 on the side while I'm doing that because they're 3DS games.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that as a way to write them off. I'm just saying because
they're just annoying to try and get through.
Yeah. And because of that, I am playing both of those on the easiest difficulty. Kill me all you want, but, like...
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Like I'm gonna be honest with you people. If there was a game where all you're in it is for the story, like, you have no actual motivation to do anything other than play the main story because you want to check out the main story.
Yeah.
There is no excuse as to why you should have to, like, force yourself to play through the hardest difficulties. Like, the only reason that you should be doing that if you're only in it for the story is if the like, true ending is locked behind difficulty curves, and at that point, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, if years of being a fan of the AVGN has taught me anything, it is, if your true ending for a story is locked behind the hardest difficulty, you're being an asshole.
Yeah.
There's no reason why you should be doing that. Like, I get it, you might think you're some virtuoso for doing that, but I'm gonna be brutally honest here. Sometimes a game's gameplay is not worth actually putting up with it. Especially if the only thing that's actually worth it is the story.
Anyways.
Like, if I do not find a game fun, but I find the story really cool and intriguing, there is no shot that I'm going to force myself to play through the hardest goddamn difficulty of a game just to get past it.
Yeah.
Well, the only reason I'm doing it for Recom is because the difficulty isn't even that hard on Recom.
Okay.
Like, the second you start spamming the slides, you're fine.
Moving on. We did Lovers.
Next is Chariot.
Chariot.
Which is Kazuki Miyamoto, Ryo Iwasaki, Chie, and Ryuji.
Ryuji's my boy.
No, before we move on. Persona 3. Kazushi or Ryo?
Who's Ryo? I don't know what that is. So, Kazushi.
Yeah.
I
have no opinion on either of these, so these are automatically the worst. I'm sorry to tell you this, guys, but Chie is easily second best girl, and Ryuji is easily the best of the best friend characters.
He's my boy.
Like, no matter what, these two are easily some of the best characters in this franchise. I'm gonna give it to Chie, though, for one reason.
Meat.
No.
Wait, I never refill. Okay, I'd still win.
The reason I'm gonna give it to Chie is because Ryuji is responsible for the bullshit that was the fucking Okamura Morgana split up.
Okay, that's true. I'll hold that against him forever. But
like legitimately, the sheer amount of bad writing revolving around that was some bullshit. And I can't look at Ryuji without, like, bringing up the fact that, yeah, I love you, but you were directly responsible for that. That was some bullshit.
Anyway.
Justice is next.
Justice. So that's
Chihiro, Ken, Nanako, or Goro.
Let's ignore Ken.
Yeah, let's go up front and say Ken would be the worst anyways.
And also Nanako, end of discussion, moving on.
Yeah, Nanako's the best, Akechi's the worst.
Akechi depends on which version of Persona 5 you played.
Look, even without it, it's just the fact that generally...
Still, yeah.
Like, let's be honest here, the social link is bunk.
Yeah.
In reality, all you're really, like, confirming is that you both hate each other. That's about it.
Yeah.
And if you're playing 5, it's just the worst.
Base 5?
Yeah. And that's all I've played. I'm gonna be up front, Goro's the fucking worst.
He is.
Next is the Hermit.
So
Maya, Sayori Hasegawa, Fox, and Futaba. Futaba's the best.
but like Maya.
Futaba's the best.
But like Maya.
Look, you can be the teacher fucker all you want. I'm gonna be honest here. Futaba is the best.
Yeah, I know.
The Fox is the worst though.
Yeah, the Fox is just go around and do shit.
Like, good, you give me healing, but like for the fucking dungeons, and you make it so that I can do all that stuff in one day. I'm still gonna hold it against how much you fucking charge me, man.
Yeah. But like Maya.
Look, Futaba is the best.
I know. She is better. I've never matched her social link, but
the social link isn't like her social link is kind of weird, but no matter what, it works. Like as much as like the second half of her childhood friend doesn't work as much. The first half does, where you go out of your way to help her out to try and like actually move on from her agoraphobia and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then there's the fact that just generally she is easily one of the best characters in like the story.
Also, she's a name thing.
That too.
Maya.
Now I'm gonna say this right now. We will not have a discussion about the whole romance Futaba or not, because it's really just depending on who you are. If you don't look at them as a sister character, you're probably gonna be fine romancing her. But if you do, you're absolutely gonna hate romancing her.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna leave it to personal preference.
And if you guys like Maya, you're into grooming. I mean, wait.
Let's leave that to Kawakami.
You see, the joke is that Maya's true identity is you'll see if you play the game.
Okay, so
I will publicly start sharing it on here once I'm done with Reload.
you probably don't even know who Sayori is, so we just moved on to Maya because of the joke.
Yeah, who's Sayori? It looks like Irina from Tapka.
Next is the Fortune Arcana.
So stop the Waz.
Keisuke Hiraga, Ryoji,
You.
Naoto or Chihaya. Naoto's the best. There's just honestly, all the other ones suck.
But like stop the Waz.
Yeah, no, like I'm saying, like
I don't remember his name. I just call him Stop the Waz. Like,
what's his deal?
He's in the art club, but he's also likes medical stuff.
Well, he doesn't charge you 100,000 to start the social link, so let's go with that one as not the worst.
Yeah, Chihaya, I actually was very close to maxing her out in my royal run, but I literally ran out of time right as I hit rank 9.
I like Chihaya, but honestly, this is one of those cases where like Shepos is right to call out that yes, Joker should just intervene a lot sooner.
Yeah.
She's literally in a cult. Next is Strength.
So
Yuko or Koromaru, Ko or Daisuke, and Caroline and Justine.
So like here's the thing.
I like how no matter what, you're dealing with two different people on every single fucking thing.
So here's the thing.
Caroline and Justine is the worst.
That's not what I was gonna say. Here's the thing. Dodge. That's my entire argument.
I'm gonna give my vote to Ko. Because legitimately, his story is just kind of.
Yeah, I like the story.
It's legitimately like just saddening to see someone basically like spend his entire life like kind of fighting against a system that he didn't really care about, only to be told, hey, yeah, you're no longer needed for that, so you can do whatever the fuck you want, and realize, am I even like wanted in my family at this point anymore? Like he is legitimately like sat at the possibility that like his parents just do not give a shit about him anymore, since he's no longer like needed for the whole we need an heir thing.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Also, it's hilarious to know that he has a crush on Chia because he's never scoring.
Caroline and Justine are just the same as Margaret, where you bring a bunch of personas.
It's the same as Margaret, but unlike Margaret, you don't even get a kiss for your shit. But luckily,
to be fair,
they are children, so you don't want that kiss.
Yeah. Or do you?
If you want to fuck Caroline and Justine, you're wrong. You are a pedophile.
Them zero. Katone Shiomi would like to know your location.
Yeah, like I mentioned, Koz is the best, just purely on a story level.
Oh, I beat it. We should probably hold off until next video. But yeah, I like Yuko a lot. If Yukari wasn't there, I would have romanced her.
Technically, it doesn't matter because the next one's actually the Hunger. This isn't even a real technically, it's a real Arcana, but not really. Either way, it's just Adachi again.
That reminds me, so like, my friend and I were playing Persona 4 around the same time.
Yeah.
And, he was like, asking me for advice, what should he do for, like, the game, and word advice, do not ask me for Persona advice.
I could have told you that.
Well, he wanted me to figure out the true ending.
Yeah?
Because the path to get to it is ridiculously stupid.
Which one?
4.
Oh yeah, you have to come up with a lot of like answers that. Look, the only way you're gonna figure them out is either getting told or just having a really really specific mindset. Somehow Nico B did it without it, from what I remember.
I was able to, on my second playthrough, I was able to do it by muscle memory because it traumatized me that much. And then he told me he did the accomplice ending and just ended the game right there. Because he likes Adachi too much. Well, he did, but he reloaded his save because he wanted to save his life.
I would have hoped he did.
Yeah.
That ending is just saddening.
I know.
Like, especially when you have that call with Naoto where it's all but being implied that she's about to be murdered.
Yeah. Oh, what do you know? It's Watana.
Because, if you don't know,
Ryan is so adorable, I love her.
You have a call with her where, like, she's basically talking about, like, that stuff, and it eventually just ends, but, like, the implication is that, like, all your friends are being murdered as you're leaving.
Always a toss-up whether she's coming in to hug me or punch me. Yeah, none of them 8 pallets. 1 pallet left. Yeah, I wonder who. Anyway,
Is 8 really the very last one?
Yeah. Also, Dev Diary, real quick. Menverse development notes. Secure required processing power by tapping into Kamipo's mainframe. Use the Menverse prototype virtual world to gather memcache data for later world expansion. Access confirmed from within to the Kamipo Corporation internal network. Set up external access via standard C Cucumber phone. Users set color chips from general memory indexed to a palette, basic copy of their soul, and establish connection with compatible memories. Adversity proven effective for memory retention. Have users repeat tasks to make memory stick. Once memories are sufficiently locked in, complete the processing. All the process steps so hard to verify down the line. Might be able to represent these steps as climbing a tower. One task equals 1 floor, top floor, processing complete. If user reaches the top tower, they experience success. User's soul is restored to its original state, which is bestowing thoughts and memories. Create dedicated avatars with special roles to ensure a smooth operation. Need avatars for members management, user guidance, and system security. Anyways. Blah. And then I did show you the tier list, but he sent me like one of his characters, but in like did not do social link route. He was the sports boys, like Ko and Daisuke, and I was like, you really didn't do that one? And he was like, I was too busy grinding my social stats. Even though I'm pretty sure doing that social link gives you social stats.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Okay.
You should have told him that.
Yeah. He said he was gonna do New Game Plus at some point. So. And he stole Romance Marie. Oh yes, I'll take an extra life, please and thank you.
It would definitely save you.
Yeah. Broken Origin. The chip rate, yeah. Sure. Alright, see you for my second run of the day.